been a hot minute, and a couple things have happened to Marvel Rivals since I have last made a video on it. Obviously, I've been busy. I have moved back up to college to finish up my degree and everything. We love a woman in STEM, except I'm not in STEM. I'm in communications, and we're not going to get into that. But yeah, it's been a hot minute, and many things have come out. Angela, Blade, literally Blade hadn't come out since my last video. Daredevil, and the new Zombies game mode, which is what we're going to be talking about in today's video. Now, I know a lot of people have been talking about the new game mode, the new PvE game mode, and I just wanted to let my thoughts simmer on it for a little bit, see what everyone else had to say about it. Personally, I think it is a good and fun and relaxing game mode where I feel like I don't need to try hard until you reach Nightmare 4, which is like a huge jump up from Nightmare 3 to Nightmare 4. But yeah, I have had fun so far playing Marvel Rivals Zombies. When it first came out, my friends and I played it for like 3-4 days straight just to try and get the Zombies Queenslayer legendary card. And when we tried to go back to quick play, we didn't know what we were doing, got curb stomped, and went right back to playing zombies. We tried a couple of combos, all magic, all blade. Some of us ran Jeff, some of us ran Punisher, you know, things like that. And I haven't really gone back to quick play all that much, mostly because quick play has been a pain in the butt for me, honestly, in trying to make fun videos. So I've just been playing a lot of AI and really putting my thoughts together on Marvel Rivals as a whole. But so far, I am loving the Zombies game mode. Now, obviously, I don't have everything positive to say, unlike a lot of people maybe, which is why I like letting my thoughts simmer. And so I think my biggest problem is that it does kind of get a little stale and a little boring. And that when you do the horde mode as well, you're kind of just stuck in the one spot and it doesn't expand, which isn't like, it's just like a bit of a nitpick more than anything. But I would love to explore more of the map. Obviously not the story mode. The story mode, you do get to explore more of the map, but what I'm talking about is the buildings behind, like Avengers Tower or anything like that. Kind of a little bit of like Call of Duty Zombies-esque, where instead of spending your moon points on getting cards, you could possibly get your moon points to unlock other areas in the game. I think that would be a pretty cool idea. Kind of a ripoff from COD Zombies. And I mean, really nothing's original, obviously. This isn't new. I mean, everyone compared it to Junkenstein's Revenge from Overwatch, and that's another topic I'll talk about. But firstly, talking about the game mode itself, and I have another nitpick where it is extremely hard to make all the other characters viable in Nightmare 4. Let's just say that. If you really want to get the Queenslayer nameplate, the best thing to do is have like you're maxed out completely and you're on Blade. Blade is your best option. He shreds, he has lifesteal permanently, everything like that. If you really want to beat the game, you should run Blade. Now, obviously, you can play however it is that you want to play. Nobody's telling you. The limited amount of characters is nothing new. I have no real nitpick or gripe about it because that's the same thing that they did in Overwatch's Junkenstein's Revenge. And I would like them to add more characters where it's first off a permanent game mode and they add more characters. Who would they add? I'm not 100% sure. Maybe you could add Spider-Man because he's in Marvel Zombies. Maybe you could add, well, they've already added Thor. I can't say Thor. You could add, who could you add that would like be Black Panther's also in Marvel Zombies. I'm thinking of just the show, let's just say. You could add Iron Man, you could add some kind of flyer or something like that. You know, I think, and another thing that I would like to see more is have specific zombies for specific areas. Now, obviously, they did that with Zombie Namor in the subway, where you're going into the subway station. And then there's also the Avengers Tower where Wanda is there. But, like, you're at the Baxter Building, and it's like, are the Fantastic Four just chilling inside the Baxter Building? It would be cool to hear, like, little dialogues when you got close to the building talking about the Fantastic Four, or maybe the Avengers are in the tower trying to make some kind of comms or whatever. Or even when you're in the area, in the vicinity of Avengers Tower, maybe like a zombie Captain America comes and attacks you, or zombie Iron Man, or whatnot. Instead of like maybe just Wanda, you know, or maybe just the specialty zombies in that area. If you know what I mean, like, hopefully I conveyed that properly. But like, I would like specialty zombies, or just like little Easter eggs that also go in with the lore of the zombies game mode. Now, obviously you can expand not just the game mode, but this kind of opens up the floodgates for a lot of like seasons. Since it's like Halloween, we did zombies, obviously, but I've heard other people talking about, hey, in season 2 we could have had the Sentinels for the X-Men, or you could have had Ultron, an Ultron wave type style thing like that. I think personally, the game mode would have worn off, but at the same time you could still make your own challenges in it. NetEase could make each season unique to its own set of challenges and game modes, and I know they've been trying to do that, but I think this is their best one yet, and I really like it because of it's just PvE. You can sit in there and have fun and whatnot. But besides that, there aren't really other nitpicks that I have about it. I would like to have more characters, more like open space a little bit, to explore more of the lore. I'm a lore girly, I've always said that, and I read the cards that come with the Marvel characters. If you read Magic's one, apparently Cyclops, or not Cyclops, sorry, Colossus banished her. She like was like, okay, I'll leave, you know, and then she comes back and it's like, oh, what is happening here? You know, or with Jeff, where Namor has gone missing or whatever. It's things like that that really just build on top of the Marvel Rivals lore. And I really like that a lot. And I would like to have more of that, really. Again, using moons to open up other spaces in the map or anything like that. Or maybe you could have more specialty weapons or just more tier trees. I really like, or maybe not even more tier trees. I actually liked the set of tier trees that we got and everything. I would just like more diversity in characters that are very viable. Is it doable to do all these characters? Yes, I would assume. And it still makes it challenging as well. It's still hard to do, obviously. And I like that. Another thing that I would like to say, I wish they had a endless game mode to see how far you can get into the game. But I've also heard that apparently rival servers only cap it at an hour and 30 minutes. And so that's like an issue. I wish they could not have that, where like in certain game modes where it's like it's endless, because you can sit in the practice range forever. I'm pretty sure me and my friends have sat in the practice range for like 2 or 3 hours just messing around. And so I would love like an endless horde game mode, or an extract game mode a little bit like they did in Cold War. Or maybe even moving around the zombies universe, even like they did in the movie, where they go from here to, because they have all these other maps and you could definitely go to all these other places to see what is happening. Now obviously it's 2099, there's 4 different timelines and everything, but that's just my opinion. And that's what I would like to see. But that also goes back to, if we're going to different areas, you might as well do that with different seasons, you know? And so there is that. Those are my my pros and cons, my ups and downs, my gripes and not gripes of the game. Overall, I have had a lot of fun with it. Lastly, and just thinking about how everyone had compared it to Junkenstein's Revenge or anything like that, the game mode is nothing revolutionary. Let's just get that right off the table. It is nothing revolutionary. It's not changing anything. It's not doing anything to forward the gaming experience. The only thing it's doing is forwarding the enjoyment that people get out of Rivals. I guess maybe not the gaming experience, but more of pushing gaming to the next level or anything like that, I should say. I think it's leveling up people's gaming experience in Marvel because they get so sick of quick play or just playing against other people, and they just want to have mindless fun. So yeah. Now, I'm going to compare it a little bit to Junkenstein's Revenge. And I was an OG Overwatch player, though it took me to 2018, 2019 to start playing it. I do remember Junkenstein's Revenge. I do remember it coming out like that first year, and it hadn't changed until Overwatch 2 had released. Did they add like 2 or 3 more characters as time went on? Yes. But overall, Junkenstein's Revenge did not change all that much in comparison to where it's at now with its different storylines, obviously. And so I can't say which one I liked more, because it's hard to be like, hey, I like Rivals because I'm on a Rivals fix, and I haven't played Overwatch in forever. But I do see the comparisons, is all I'm saying. I do like that Marvel took the cards that you got in Ultron's little game, whatever it is that you would like, a strategy game, took those cards and you could use them here. I like that. I like that they used Khonshu in a way to forward a little bit of the story. I do wish more of the characters, I guess that's another nitpick, I do wish more of the characters had dialogue, because it's usually just like, I think it's literally just Frank and Blade, but mostly Blade that has dialogue in this game mode. I want more lore, you know, I always want more. But overall, it's a fun game mode, nothing revolutionary. I like it, I enjoy it, and I hope they've obviously said that they're gonna make more, and this is just like a little play test and a demo, and I hope that they look at the community notes and are like, okay, obviously there is a community here that wants to play this game mode, and I hope they bring it back because it's skyrocketed. Obviously if you see in the Steam charts, if you go look it up, or if I have it on the screen here, you can see that more players played when Marvel's Rivals dropped the Zombies game mode than when Daredevil released. And so there's obviously a market for those casual players who still want to grind but not play their heart out, you know? And so yeah, those are really just my thoughts on the game mode. I like it. I hope they do more of it. I hope they add to it. I hope they expand it and continue working on things like that, because I feel like the core game itself of quick play and ranked have not been fun. And I'll get into that when we reach 1 year of Marvel Rivals. And I'll talk more about that in the future. But for now, really love Zombies. I hope that everyone who's aiming to get that Queen Slayer label will get it. I've gotten it, got it on my 3rd day, and we all ran Blade, so. But yeah, that is all for me today. If you like this kind of content, make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you want. I'm not forcing you if you don't want to. Tell me what game mode you would want to see in the future, especially in like a PvP or PvE type setting, more like. Because I love hearing those ideas, and I love picturing what they would look like in Rivals, especially with all of its unique characters and things like that. So yeah, tell me those ideas. I would love to hear them. And yeah, that's really it for me today. Y'all have a good rest of your day, week, night, whenever, wherever. Be safe, stay cozy, stay warm, and yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!